Okay girls, Coach Rick here. And before we start this video, I want to ask you a question. What does it mean to play connected hockey? When you hear that phrase, what do you think of? I think a common answer would be playing together or as a team. But what does that actually mean? Many of you have probably been playing hockey for 8 years or more, and over that time, it's probably been in reference to everybody's got to be working hard, everybody's got to be on the same page. And that was probably mostly in reference to effort and work ethic, which is true, but at the next level, that's a given. So at U18, be it AAA or prep, and at this level of your development, it's important to understand what connected hockey means and what team play and working together means on a structural level. So pulling some clips from our most recent practice, I'm going to try to pinpoint what connected hockey might look like as part of our breakout structure and zone entries. And to be specific and to hopefully keep it simple, I'm going to focus on the concept of triangular puck support and pass options, and how the lack of connected play or poor skill application in one situation can have an effect on the result 150 feet away. And this first clip would be an example of that. So D-to-D breakout with the goal of hitting the center. The pass was missed, so poor skill application, and it put both forwards into the same lane. We lost our connectedness. And then after a scramble to find the puck, we broke out one-on-one. Working hard with effort, but sometimes work smarter, not harder. And that would mean adjusting speed, scanning the ice, read the situation, see where your support is, and try to regain connectedness. So we could enter the zone in a 3-person attack with a pass option to the middle or a high drop. Here again in the next clip, a poor pass puts the D partner in an awkward position, and the center, not adjusting speed, ends up in the same wing lane as the winger, creating a pass angle where they're looking over their shoulder and we lose connectedness. Aside and on top of that, our wingers started leaving the zone too early as well, which also added to the lack of connectedness. In this example, I'd like to see both forwards adjust their speed, delay if necessary until the D-man gains control of the puck, then accelerate to the open ice or to the pass receive position. If you don't have possession of the puck as a team or a group in this case, you can't fly the zone. So show patience, adjust speed, and try to stay connected. Now, when we lose connected structure, as in this case, one player might have to skate harder or work harder to catch up to regain that connected structure. You can see here I was waving the D-man to join the rush, because as of right now, they're not even in the zone and it's just simply a 2-on-1. Though the drop pass does come, because again, we're doing the drill, not playing the game. In that scenario, if it was a game, we would play it out as a 2-on-1. So staying connected means adjusting speed, being patient, creating pass angles, and most definitely focusing on the execution of skill tactics, which in this case was the initial D-to-D pass behind the net. Now in this next clip, we attack with much more connectedness than we did in the previous one. This is a 3-on-2 scenario, and we attack with good triangle. We get a drop pass high, we get a shot attempt off. D1 stands up the shooter. The option might have been to go back to F1 on the D standing up. But what I want to focus on here is the F2. Go to the net, drive hard to the net. That's a purposeful play. You're going to push their defenseman back to the net front, creating space for the high drop, in this case D-man, to cut to the middle and get a clear shot. Because at the same time, you're not really a pass option here. That would be a precise pass through or under 2 defenders' sticks. Go to the net, cause havoc. Okay, next clip, we attack with good triangle, 3-on-2. The one thing I want to reference here, sometimes your triangle shifts. I don't know what you call it. I'm not a mathematician. But one point of the triangle can move off to the side and go askew. So in this case, D1 was stepping up, closing gap, and our F3 joined the rush and put themselves in a position that the pass had to go under the stick. Potentially, Adjust your position, come more right behind the puck carrier for a direct drop pass to avoid that defender's stick. Then you can cut to the middle and rip it at the top of the house instead of stick handling into the house. Sidebar, defense, tie up bodies, tie up sticks. We have a goalie, they get paid. Let them see the shot, let them make the save. But you gotta tie up. Remember we talked about basketball? Box out. Hey, this has nothing to do with triangle, breakout, or entry, but it is connected. Look at that team. Coach Eye Candy, 5, 4, 3, 2 feet, 1 knee. Nice work. And check this one out. This is zone entry and Coach Eye Candy behind the back pass, skill application, individual tactic, gaining the zone in connected triangle attack formation. F2 driving net, pushing the D back. F3 gets the drop pass, cuts to the middle, shot from the ringette line, has a potential pass back to F1 out wide, and traffic going to the net with purpose for a potential deflection or rebound. On top of that, here's another great example. 3-on-2, zone entry, enter wide, scan the ice, connected pass options in triangle formation, hit the high guy, drive the net, push the D back, get a shot off. So see here again as we slow it down. F1, F2, gain the zone in unison. Good D stick, taking away what looks like a potential centering pass option. But what I want to focus on here is the scan of the ice by the F1. A delay, a draw wide, let the play develop, and then a change in puck position for the purpose of creating a different pass angle. That's a great example of individual skill tactic application within structure. Now looking back at this attack, it was a strong triangle entry and attack by the forwards. But what I want to discuss now is I just want to focus on a little bit for the defense. Creating that tight gap. We talked about it the last practice, prior to practice, about pushing up. So in this scenario, I did make reference to pivot at the blue line. Great job here. But read the situation, read the attack, see it's a 3-on-2, close that gap, take away the F1 or the puck carrier's options before they get to the ringette line or specifically the house. And by options, I mean take away their shot, take away their drive, but also if the F3 isn't as connected, by standing them up, they're not going to be able to make that drop pass because the F3 won't be in the zone as of yet. And if you have tight gap and that's the case, we can play it out like a 2-on-2. And one more thing here, I'm going to talk about it again. Defense, after the shot's taken, look where we are. D2 is feet away from the F2 who went to the net, and D1 turns their back and allows F1 to get inside position. So here again, D2 is way far from the net, while F1 is able to sneak backdoor behind D1. So hopefully this video is able to answer the question, what does connected hockey look like? Specifically on breakouts and zone entry, but ultimately, hopefully it gives you a better understanding as to what that term means. But at the same time, don't forget that connected structure hockey is only part of the development cycle, which would include individual skill and skill tactic application. And all three aspects work together and are forever evolving. As team structural demands increase, individual skill and tactics must evolve. And when they do, through repetition and reflection, that's where hockey IQ is built. Through structural play, understanding of tactical application, and growth in individual skill. What might be considered overload for some should eventually become instinctual. And when that's the case, you can play free and confident without fear of making mistakes. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. See you at the rink.